124 Victoria Street, Kingswood. Post-vacating inspection of the tenant. You'll see the grasses are mowed, however the gardens themselves are fairly unkept. Lots of grass growing in there. Lots of dead grass there. That tree's actually a weed. These trees are weeds, I believe. Okay. The front fencing itself is in good condition. We don't need to do anything about that. As we make our way to the front porch, I did notice this beam post here. It's actually completely split and held together by this these metal fixtures there. So that's actually been clean split off, that post. The gates themselves are in working order. They're slightly dented, but nothing to worry about. So what I want to do in the yard is I just want to tidy it up. I don't want to do any major works. I just want to get it manicured just a little bit so it's a little bit more presentable. That's it. Now, this lock, the handle, because of the handle the way it is, it affects the locking mechanism. The key that I have works, but because the handle's like that, when I lock it, I can just simply unlock it. The front door here, you'll see it's quite weathered down the bottom. The door itself works, but there's just a little bit of weathering there. It's the laminate is lifting off. The screen around the handle is torn. The mesh is torn in a few locations. Now we walk straight into the living room. Immediately I can see that the paint coverage is poor, and the walls are terribly marked. I can't tell you how old the paintwork is, but it looks old. And they're grubby. They're really, really grubby. Ugh, the smell is just awful. Okay. The ceiling fan works. So over here, as we move over here to the cornice, there's a bit of a sagging there in the cornice. Looks like somebody has attempted a repair in the past. Not sure. The ceiling itself needs cleaning at a minimum. Painting would be best option. Curtains need replacing. They are absolutely disgusting. You can see up here there is some clips for some blinds. However, there are no blinds installed. Yeah, there have been blinds previously by the look of it. The carpets are old. They're stained and they're worn. We absolutely need to replace the floor coverings. As we make our way down the hall, we'll see. I'm not sure if this is going to come out on the video, but there's some cracking there in the ceiling there, and there's some discoloration there in the paintwork for some reason. Same story with the carpets and the walls. The walls are grubby, the carpets are old. As we make our way into the laundry, I do not have a key for this door handle. Look, there's nothing much to be done here in the laundry. I'll leave the floor tiles as they are, but absolutely the walls need painting. I won't touch the light fitting, that's not necessary. The screen door, there's nothing wrong with that. It works, the lock works, the handle works. There is some mesh down at the bottom that's torn. There's actually a square cut out of it quite neatly, which is a little bit odd, but it needs a good clean. Okay, as we make our way into bedroom number 1, the curtains in here are absolutely filthy, and they're old, and the lining in the back of them is starting to peel away. There is some markings on the ceiling. It looks like there's been some sort of water penetration in the past. I can't say whether it's actually occurring now, but you'll see there the watermarks. Goes along the cornice as well, and across the joint of the plaster board ceiling by the look of it. The blinds are old and warped, as you can see, and we're missing the where is the wind? Oh no, there it is there. It's the other bedroom that we're missing the winding cord. Oh, doesn't work, the winding. Okay, so the blinds don't even work, they're not operational. I'm inclined to just leave the light fittings the way they are. The smell in here is just amazing. Okay, let's go to the next room. Okay, we make our way into the bathroom. The bathroom itself, there's nothing wrong with it. I would suggest that we cut out the silicone from the junction, the floor wall junction, and replace that, because that's fairly disgusting actually. Yeah, it's really yuck. It looks like rust, but I'm not going to touch it, so yeah, I would just re-caulk all in there. Needs a good clean. Look, everything in here is okay, apart from the paintwork. I hope you can see the different, what's going on there. There's some sort of run marks down the wall there, and you can definitely see, I don't know if it's paint discoloration or if it's a colour behind the yellow paint that's coming through, or it's just a really thick layer of grime on the walls, but that's what's happening there. In the ceiling, again, we're getting some sort of water markings on the ceiling. I hope it's coming through on the video. That should come through. So, look, I do think that we should jump up on the roof and get someone to have a look and make sure there's nothing going on there. The basins, I don't really want to touch this because it's so disgusting, but this is all cracked and worn. I don't know if I can, I'm wondering what I can do about that. I'm going to have a think about that. I mean, look, it's functional, it works. It's just a presentation that isn't so great, but anyway. We just need a really good clean in here. from a functional point of view, everything in here works okay. It's just really grotty and disgusting and old and yuck. Okay, as we move in to bedroom number 2, again, the smell in here is just awful. Same thing with the walls and the carpets. That's throughout the whole house. The blinds do not work. We're missing the cord of the blind. We can't open them. I mean, I can... Oh, there it is there. There's the cord there. Not the cord, the wand rather. The lining on the wardrobe is peeling away. It's quite old actually. I mean, the wardrobe itself works. The door itself, there's no problems. Okay, we move into the last bedroom. Again, same deal with the paintwork. Again, the smell is just incredible. The carpets are awful. This room obviously didn't get any ventilation. There's mould on the window frame. I can't see any water penetration on the ceiling, but there is some sort of patchwork there. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but there's some sort of patchwork there. There's been some sort of repair done there. The toilet works, it's functional, just a little bit unpresentable down there around the tap where it's ill-fitted, but other than that there's no problems. It just needs a really good clean. There are window locks on most of the windows and they're very, very difficult to operate. The locks are jammed with lots of grime, and but they all... Well, the large majority of them appear to be working, but they're very difficult to work. I can't, there we go, I can't close that. Ugh. Okay, let's make our way into the kitchen and dining room and outside. Just make sure I close this. I haven't tested the air conditioner yet, so I don't know if that works. So here we are in the dining room. The ceilings are quite dirty, and there's some mould there in the corner. I don't know if that's recent or if it's old. There's some shadowing along the ceiling as well. Again, I think we need to get a roofer on top of the roof just to make sure that there's nothing amiss with any of the roof tiles. The light fitting there works. It just needs a really, really good clean. Nothing wrong with the tiles in the on the splashback. I mean, they're outdated, but there's nothing actually wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with any of the cabinetry. It just needs a really, really good clean. You'll see the resident cockroach there. That cockroach has not moved for the last 3 hours that I've been here. Yeah, so everything's okay with your cabinets, not a problem. There doesn't seem to be anything terribly wrong with the oven, other than that it's dated and it looks that way. It seems to be functioning okay. The range hood. The range hood works, but it needs a really good clean, and we need to replace that mesh there as well. Now I wanted to go outside. Now we do need to clean in here. Again, these locks are really, really difficult to operate. The curtains are absolutely putrid. The locks and the keys that come with them are just, like there's I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, it's disgusting. Yeah, so we need to clean that. There's just the tracks. It's just really difficult to operate. Now we come outside. The shed is pretty empty, but as we make our way down to the side of the house, again, look, we just need all the grass we've got stuff down here that just kind of needs to be dealt with. Old shrubbery, old pipe work, just yuck, just rubbish, general stuff. Now there is something I do want to bring your attention to here in the backyard. Obviously we've got some fencing there that's on the lean, but I'm not inclined to do anything about that, or even consider doing anything about that, given the work that's going to take place over the next few months with the granny flat. But what I wanted to bring your attention to in particular was this pipe. So it's dug into the ground, but it's protruding from the ground. It's broken. I don't know where it comes from or where it goes to, and you'll see just in front of it there's a pooling of water. So there's something going on there that may need some further attention. Look, the tenant's tried to do the right thing. He's mowed all the grass. He has tried to clean the house. There's a cricket pitch along here, which is quite interesting. It's not really a cricket pitch, of course, but some sort of concrete slab structure here. So I'll give you a call once I've uploaded this video so that you can have a look at it, and that we can have a conversation about what you want to do. There's a depression in that yard, in that grass there. Somebody's obviously, there's been some sort of ground digging there, or they've placed something there for a very, 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 very long time, and it's depressed the yard there. Anyway, this carport structure seems to be okay. There doesn't seem to be any issues with it. Anyway, that's it from me. I will give you a call and we can discuss what you want to do, and I will talk to you soon. Oh, there is just there, it looks like it's been fixed to the house, and the fixing has now separated from the house. So that's it from me.